Hello, everyone. I hope that everyone can see me, can hear me. Welcome at Auditions Reimagined. My name is Wouter. I am the CEO and the co-founder of Lanced. I see actually there's still quite a lot of people in the wait room, or you know how these Zoom things happen. People kind of come and go. So we'll see who keeps joining. But I wanted to start by welcoming all of you here. I see some familiar faces. I see some new faces. If this is the first time also your encounter with me or with Lanced, just wanted to say hi. We've been building Lanced for kind of 4 years. It was a bit of a COVID baby for me. As I kind of transitioned out of my dance career, I am a former professional dancer as well. So hence also why I kind of dove into this whole topic of auditions and how can we collaborate and how can we connect in a future-proof way and in a more innovative way, I would say. Um, and that's kind of the whole gist of this event as well. It's why we called it Auditions Reimagined. It's about rethinking how we are auditioning. And it goes a lot beyond just auditions. It also has to deal with how we connect, how we deal with each other, and how we create in the end as well. So I'm just going to start by introducing a little bit today's program. We have an hour-ish. We'll not go over. I know many of you are at work or it's a busy time of year anyway in September. But I did want to really kind of highlight a little bit why Lanced exists and why we started this and why we kept going. And then after we're gonna go into what we're launching today. Every year around September, we launch a completely new update that is really based off of all the input and feedback and feature suggestions that we got from the season before. So we've been while everyone had hopefully a really wonderful chill summer, we have been working very hard on creating a new version of the platform. After that, um, I didn't want to position this event and Lens as just an innovative thing or just technology or a startup or how you could call it. But we also wanted to ignite a larger conversation about audition practices in our sector, the way how we hire, how we recruit talent. It is it's the most important thing I would say that we could be doing because we need talent. But we never really talk so much about all these audition practices. And lately on Instagram and social media, many more people are vocal about these types of practices. And I thought, let's bring a panel together for a nice conversation on some of the topics that have been on our mind and that we have seen in passing and going, also as well as on our platform. Then next, actually next is next. So what's coming next for Lanced in next year, and obviously how you can join Lanced as well. So why is Lanced there? And I really just want to highlight the actual audition problem. That is a dual problem because it's a problem for everyone involved, and it's maybe not a problem. Maybe it's more of a struggle at times. I don't know about you, but as a dancer, being invited to an audition, it feels like so exciting and it's like, oh my God, I hopefully get a job, right? Because it's all about getting the job in the end. But when you are then at an audition, there is this, there's a lot of excitement, but there's also a lot of anxiety. There's a lot of tension in the air. And I also for artistic teams, seeing all this new talent coming through their doors, to their studios, wanting to work with them, it's actually quite a magical experience. But because the first stage of auditions these days is the digital stage, this digital stage has turned into some kind of admin nightmare. Um, and what Lens is trying to do is actually try to bring that magic and also that human connection back in the digital stage of an audition. Now, so as I said, we've been working for 4 years on Lens, so I've talked at least with 40 different artistic teams at this point. The most common issues, I think, are one, teams are lost in admin, spreadsheets, emails, Google Forms. They're actually not really optimized to handle applications of dancers, of artists, and to highlight their artistry and their skills in a proper way. And kind of, like having an admin spreadsheet with 1,300 people in there or 1,300 emails, it's kind of just an administrative chaos. Exactly that number is also the second issue, is that we get more and more applicants than probably any other industry combined for one single call. And it has kind of become the goal to get through the pile and not really to get to know the artist, because teams are so flooded with so many applications that it's almost impossible to really go through it and to really spend an accurate amount or a decent amount of time per applicant. And that is exactly the third problem, is that we don't have time for real talent anymore. And that time kind of, because we have to swipe so fast, we have to go through so many of these, emails or whatever. Um, it's this human connection is a little bit lost in how we discover talent. And actually, this is why also talent gets overlooked, or when a video is not working, we kind of like, it's when you have 1,500 applications and a video is not working, that's unfortunate for that person. But there are so many people. And obviously, we try to be as human as possible, but this digital pre-selection stage has become worse and worse. So what it is that we are actually creating, and I feel like Lens has grown, and every year I will present it in a different way, and every year the vision will change a little bit. But ultimately, what we're trying to do is create a visual recruitment platform that empowers both dancers and companies to connect, to collaborate, and to grow their careers and grow their projects and their works. The idea is to do that in a free and a fair way, where opportunities are accessible, are transparent, where fair practices are the norm and not like something, an afterthought. And the last section, and that speaks to our innovation, is that we want to create the tools needed to kind of enable all of that. And that is for companies, it's all these hiring and recruitment tools and collaboration tools and finding talent. And for the other side, it is for dancers, that they also have a place where they can, kind of manage their own career trajectory, and where they can build their own online presence and have the tools to apply in the best way possible. So Lanced is a dual-sided platform where we focus on both dancers and artists. And obviously, sometimes it's a little bit more companies now, then it's a little bit more artists. So we try to really do our best to cater and to kind of move that into our development timeline. But that is the essence of what we're trying to do here with Lanced. So I'm going to officially introduce the Vivaldi updates. Fun fact is that actually every cycle we choose a different big name, big artist from a different discipline. So we had Dali, we had Graham, we had Nolan, and now we have Vivaldi. It's kind of just our overarching update. But this update is really truly our biggest ever. There is a lot of new stuff, and we kind of pushed 20 new features. We pushed an incredible amount of fixes. We worked a lot on media uploads and CDN for artists as well. Those who are familiar with Lens, you see that we have a new, I don't know, in Dutch, we say a new jacket on. Basically, we did a full rebrand and a full redesign of the platform. Pivotal in that was Milan Kampfer, who is also in this meeting. Just wanted to shout you out. He is an ex-Pina Bausch dancer, was actually in my same academy as well in Artes. But together we've really kind of reshaped how the platform looks like, how it feels. It's faster, cleaner, a lot more visual. For companies, we have a series of new updates. At the same time, we also released two new massive parts of the platform. One is called Open Board, and the other one is Artist Studio. I will go into that later. I feel like I first should show all of you a little bit how the platform looks like right now with a video. All right, so that is kind of the new product trailer from the entire platform. Obviously, if and there's quite a lot of company teams in here as well, artistic teams, directors. If you want to go more deeper into the platform, if you want to see how it really can be suited to your audition process, then you can book a demo with me after. Just send me an email at wouter@lanced.app, or you can also just check it online. And I'd be happy to really show you how the platform works now. The second thing that we have been working on besides the company tools was this open board. What we found out is that, yeah, Lanced is a software that companies actually purchase to then start using for their auditions. That, going from maybe from email to purchasing there is a fee for the software, obviously, is a big step. And what we try to do is, even if you are not ready to move really fully to our software yet, we give you an option to also kind of implement an advertisement or a job listing on our platform fully free of charge, which is part of our open board. So that is also still something that we have. This way, companies can still reach the database in Lanced, which I think by the end of this month will reach 10,000 dancers. And on the other side, dancers can still find opportunities, being it maybe not applying directly via Lens with their profiles, but at least they still have access to these opportunities even on our platform. So that is one big thing that we've been adding to the platform as part of this update. The second one, and this is somehow really one of the more exciting ones for me, is Artist Studio. This is in beta, and we actually started in June. We're still in beta, probably until the end of the year. So just for everyone to understand, companies pay for Lens to use the software. That actually enables the entire platform, because for artists, Lens is completely 100% free. It's free to create portfolios. It's free to apply to opportunities. It's free to upload media as much as you want, to really make it accessible for all these artists. However, what we found out in the past year is that more and more artists have started to use their started to use their kind of their profiles as little mini websites, little mini portfolios that they would send and share. Um, what is really, I kind of have quite a background in web development as well. And what uh, what we did basically is, we thought maybe we could turn and flip these accounts into websites. So maybe we can help these artists to showcase themselves even better. So what we did, and this is the beta test, is we developed 5 different themes. You see a little bit them here. And with the click of a single button, an artist can flip their entire Lens profile and turn it into a website with a contact form, with testimonials. They can even connect their own domain and completely lose the Lens branding. Now, that is something that is that's we are testing, and that is also a premium version of the platform. I will show you how it looks like with this is a basic platform, a profile of Frederick. And it's on the artist core plan, basically, so he can make as many portfolios as he wants for a dancer, dance teacher, choreographer. And these portfolios are also what you use to send to auditions. So it's like a back end and a front end. This information can be customized, and then you can fully kind of send it and apply to auditions and stuff like that, which is really cool. But with this Artist Studio, you can flip that entire account and turn it into a full-on website. So here you see the same portfolios. It's just a different jacket again, and a lot of more features: how to showcase media, what to showcase, how to showcase your own resume as well. And you can add more. You can feature, for example, your show reel, and this then can be really his website that he shows and shares to people to share his work, and so on and so on. So this is a really exciting step forward, where we don't just focus only on how companies recruit, but also how artists showcase, right? So this is a bit this dual side of how we've been working on expanding the platform. Again, I think we have around 40 beta teachers now, testers now. So if there's any dancers or artists who would love to try it out, just contact me after and I can enable it for you so you can play around and see if this is something for you, yes or no. Ultimately, what we want with the studio is that this turns into a complete web development tool, design tool where you can design website, but also where you can edit your show reels, and basically giving all these artists more creative tools to, yeah, to really accurately and effectively apply to all kinds of different things. So that's a little bit our way forward. There is a lot that's coming up for Lance, but I'll leave that for another time. And I think I'm just gonna round it up here. For everyone who has never seen the platform as a company and want to look at it, you can schedule a demo with me via the website. But I think that is it for now. Just thank you all for joining, and I hope see you at the next one.